Hello and welcome back to Smack It Down Australian Wrestling Podcast. This is episode 146, and we haven't done an episode in 577 days since November 5th, 2022. My name is Jay Silver, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host Corey Gold.
Yeah, it's just us tonight as well. We've had a range of co-hosts and a range of other shit that we've been doing.
Yeah, I've got kids now, dude. It's crazy.
500 fucking days. Holy shit.
I know, it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck were we even talking about 500 days ago?
My guess is how bad the Fed was, but now it's actually not too terrible.
I mean, yeah, Cody finished the story.
Cody did finish the story, and the match was actually not too bad if you saw it.
It was the Infinity War, bro. It was Endgame.
Oh, mate, I had a blast watching it. The second those lights went out and you hear the gong, it's like, oh, business is about to pick up. You've done it now.
But bro's literally been fighting that family his whole career.
Yes, he has. But on another note, AEW's been... A lot of people have problems with it. It's been a lot better recently than it has been in the past, but you know, it's Forbidden Door season, and that means we're getting a whole bunch of random crap going on, like Ospreay versus Swerve.
Yeah, that is... Yeah, okay, so basically the whole time we weren't recording, AEW was kind of mid.
Yeah, it started to pick back up.
Towards the end of last year, let's say from the Continental Classic onwards, it was pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. The rise of Swerve was something to behold because, man, he came into his own during that Hangman feud last year, and he's been fucking incredible.
Yeah. One thing I want to say is, like, what the fuck does the Mogul Embassy do now? Like, you know, Cage, like, and Toa and the other guy.
Like, they just rock up on Rampage and be the Cage of Agony.
Yeah, I mean, like, but why? Like, they were bought off. It was literally just for like 1 or 2 weeks, and now they've got nothing to do.
It's Brian Cage. What do you expect? He was only ever good in Lucha Underground when you had a power gauntlet.
Yeah, but what about like the other two guys? Like,
I mean, they're Ring of Honor stars. What do you want from me?
I'm just saying, like, they split from him, and then Brian Cage lost to him the following week. So it was like, what was the point in that?
The swerve, bro. It's always a swerve, bro. You just got to swerve, bro.
I actually did swerve when I drove.
You just got to swerve when you drive. I swerve when I drum. I go, already singing. This is not good. Not a good song.
Right. Yeah, but yeah. Holy shit, Swerve and Ospreay. Like, is it a winner take all?
Probably at Wembley. I don't actually expect Ospreay to win the belt at Forbidden Door. I think Ospreay wins the belt in Wembley. I think somehow he answers the Owen Hart, because I think the winner of the Owen Hart Challenge is at Wembley.
That would be cool.
But if it is all or nothing, pretty much at All In, I expect Ospreay to win. But for that being said, Swerve's had a decent run, you know?
Yeah, I think... Is there any more pay-per-views between Forbidden Door and All In?
No.
Okay.
No, we got Forbidden Door to All In.
Okay, if Ospreay's winning, surely we get the return of Hangman at All In.
What, to cost Swerve, or as the next challenger?
To cost Swerve.
I don't think Hangman gets involved in the story. Like, I know that was the point to start with, but Hangman's been off TV for too long.
Yeah, because of, like, hitting the refs and all that sort of shit. Like, the Bucks suspending him, but, like, maybe Swerve isn't up. You know, you build up, because you know how Swerve was like, they've been taking subtle jabs at TV on each other, them and the Bucks.
Yes.
They'd say, we're going to do the unthinkable and unsuspend Hangman or whatever.
Oh, wouldn't that be a fun All-In match?
Because it was the Bucks that suspended him, remember?
I do remember.
And even Kenny could unsuspend him, like, as payback for the Bucks and say, hey, do this for me, and then you could go after Swerve.
See, Kenny's a face, and the other three heels. I don't know if that works, and I also don't know when we're going to see Kenny next, because, you know, in the 577 days we haven't recorded anything, mostly my fault, I'll take the blame for it. Kenny's forgotten diverticulitis.
Yeah, literally it just has to be an announcement from CD. Is all I'm saying. Just saying, hey, with the approval of Tony Khan and Kenny Omega, Hangman Page has been reinstated on the condition he does X, Y, and Z.
Apologise to the referees. Don't go after Swerve. I know where we want him to go after Swerve.
Apologise to the referees. Like, literally, remember when Brock had
Brock had what now?
Whatever.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Because fight him on the Raw after Mania or whatever it was. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just saying you could literally have Hangman do something.
You could have him do something similar, or he could just show up and do something.
I guess he has to come back with a bang. He can't really come back with eggs.
No, you wouldn't want him to come back like that at all.
Yeah.
So this is slowly turning into a 5 pitches for Hangman's return. We have him up against Swerve. We have him apologising to referees. What are the other conditions for him coming back?
Yeah, I reckon he has to have a feud with Jungle or Jack Perry, I should say. Mr. Real Glass.
Mr. Scapegoat. Mr. Scapegoat.
Honestly, that picture of him though up against the scapegoat mobile or whatever you want to call it, and that mask as well. Like she needs to wear that. Like that image looks hard as fuck.
Yeah, he does. The other cool thing about go ahead.
That was it. That was,
mate. Can we talk about Finn Anarchy in the arena for a minute?
Yeah.
I really liked the way that they put the gel on him. Like, they dump him in the bucket of water. They pretty much crash a car. Then he comes back dripping, and you're like, oh, he's just wet from the ice bath. But no, and then Darby sets him on fire and then proceeds to be hung on a meat hook.
Yeah. Sure, we have to get a 1v1, like, even if it's a tag match, Darby, like, no DQs or whatever. Like, Darby and, let's say, Darby and a partner of his choosing, probably going to be Edge. Oh, no, can't be Edge. He's broke his leg. Maybe Kyle O'Reilly. Who else could Darby team with?
Kyle's teaming up with everyone. It probably would be Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, versus, like, it'd have to be someone from New Japan. So maybe, like, Shooter.
Oh, you meant it Forbidden Door? I just thought you meant in general.
No, like, let's say it Forbidden Door. Like, let's say it's going to be Jack Perry and Evil.
That's still such a weird combination to think that at some point this year we could have Evil and Okada on the same team.
Yeah, that's fucking... Also, did you see the video? I think it was Ospreay. It was backstage when it was...
Oh, with Shooter doing the Monet dance?
Yeah. How fucking funny was that?
Oh, mate. It's become the new Glorious Bomb.
Yeah.
Just film yourself, dude, doing the Monet dance, like at work or something. You just send it to me on Snapchat, and it can be our profile picture for this week.
Oh, fucking, I wish I can't. At a new job now, I can't really be on my phone or fucking around like that.
Oh, but you could at the old one. So this is why the old one got fucking bankrupt.
Yeah. So at previous jobs I've had, yes, I can fuck around and do that, but probably not at this one.
Yeah, that's fair. That's 100% fair.
I'd have to do it my own time, but then it's not as funny because it's not in a professional setting.
Exactly, unless you just dress up in your high-vis and go from there.
Yeah.
Or alternative. Go ahead.
If there is one thing we're known for on this podcast, it's 1, interrupting each other, and 2, authenticity.
Well, the authenticity part's not exactly true, but sure.
Yeah.
What we're known for is fantastic episodes. What we're known for is fantastic episode pitches, and as you said, continuously cutting each other off.
Yeah, we still need to get back into the swing of this and remember how a podcast works. So one person talks at a time.
We just got into the swing of things after 145 episodes, and we took like a year and a half off.
Oh, bro, if you think we were in the swing of things then, holy shit.
Oh, you don't know a damn thing. Look forward to more singing in the next 145 episodes when I inevitably start quoting something dumb.
Yeah, me and whoever the third co-host is at the time will just inevitably be sick of your shit by then. Like, no, we're recording without you.
Yeah, I got fired from my own show.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's what we do here. I was playing the role of both Bucks in this scenario, and you just had to be Kenny and Hangman.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Alternatively, I can just be Okada and be disingenuous over receiving a Lamborghini.
Oh, I was literally about to go there. At least we're thinking the same. Or he's fake. Or fake crying and immediately takes the hand away from his face and he's dead ass again.
It's like the best thing on Dynamite last week.
Yeah. I did see a funny. It's a dilly dally forced to lock in, and it's just Okada fake crying and dead ass again.
Yep. Dude, who would have thought that Okada would be such a good comedy character?
I mean, TNA obviously.
What was he, Okada?
Yeah, the fucking Green Hornet driver or something. They saw it years ahead of everyone else, bro.
Oh, mate, just let's not get started on TNA because they're back. That's something else that's happened in the last year.
Yeah.
And they've already got financial money problems.
Really? Already?
Yeah, didn't you hear about this in the Wrestle Talk News this morning?
No, what the fuck? Why are they broke?
I don't remember, dude. Just go watch the video. It's got something to do with like Anthem and the people running the show, and just pretty much it's gone downhill drastically and very quickly since Scott D'Amore got fired for whatever reason they fired him.
Yeah.
It's okay. Scott will go make his own promotion with Blackjack and hookers. Actually, forget the hookers. Forget the Blackjack.
Forget the whole thing. Screw it.
Yep.
I think, see, TNA is what people think AEW is, I think.
Explain.
Where, you get like I think people just love to hate and criticize on it, but then on AEW, but then like you read what they're criticizing on, you go, bro, that's TNA.
Yes. I mean,
to an extent, like that's a very big generalization. Yes.
Yeah, I guess so, but TNA doesn't look. AEW's got something behind it that TNA never had, and that's money.
Yeah, which is probably their biggest problem.
Yes, and the booking because it's TNA.
Yeah,
and Moose is their world champion, and that's saying a lot.
Have they not given it to Mr. Ziggles?
No, Moose beat him. Clean.
Oh, God damn.
Actually, I don't think it was clean, but he beat him 1-2-3. And Mr. Ziggles also lost the global championship to David Finlay.
Fucking hell. What about as if they don't believe in Joe Hendry?
Well, I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry. Is he like charting in the UK now?
He was. I don't think he is anymore. I think it was like the release week of his crap on Spotify and iTunes. If you don't follow Joe Hendry on Spotify, go follow Joe Hendry on Spotify.
Yeah.
Put his entrance song into your bangers playlist and you can play it at work like I do. Because I believe in Joe Hendry.
I think his AEW song is actually pretty funny.
He has an AEW song?
Yeah, it's from when AEW first came out, maybe, or like maybe a year or two after.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like that. It's a parody of Heaven is a Place on Earth. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but I do recommend going and watching it.
I think it's a song that he did about Wolfgang and his motorbike to Roland as well is really good.
Yeah.
He gets him on those pink tricycles that toddlers have.
Yeah.
It's okay. I saw Joe Hendry wrestle last year in Wagga Wagga of all places.
Yeah. I mean,
I yelled at him to bring. Go ahead.
Can we get him versus Elias? What a feud.
Elijah's his name now, isn't it?
It might be Elijah. Where's he wrestling?
That is a very good question. I don't know, and I'm not in a position to just jump on the cage match and have a look.
Yeah.
How odd. Is he still wrestling? I don't even know. Maybe he's just playing music.
Is his brother still wrestling? Ezekiel?
Maybe his name now is just Zeke. Zeke Jackson.
Yeah.
The last ECW champion. I'm glad you got that reference.
Imagine if they tried to connect that dot.
Mate. As far as I didn't try to like say that Bobby Lashley and Ezekiel Jackson were brothers or cousins or something.
All bald black men are brothers.
Exactly. Oh, Vegas got cancelled because they're also related to Moose. Anyway, guys, the next episode of Smack It Down, we'll do something else wildly inappropriate in this PC culture to get cancelled. Speaking of which, did you know that 20 years ago, Rey Mysterio and Carlito were feuding on SmackDown? And in 2024, they're feuding on Raw.
I mean, and who says WWE doesn't do long-term storytelling?
It's a cycle. It's the same story over and over again.
These are just the same guys on different products.
It's the same guys. Yeah, literally, one's red and one's blue.
What's it called? A Mexican guy is feuding with a Caribbean guy.
Sounds like it starts with a bad joke.
I mean, it might be. I haven't seen the feud.
You know, it also starts to a bad joke. Evil challenging John Moxley this weekend for the IWGP World Championship, and Reddit, of all places, wants Evil to win.
I mean, it makes sense, kind of. Like, Moxley isn't even signed to the company.
I think Moxley holds the belt for the G1. I don't think he participates in the G1, but I think he's champion to Wrestle Kingdom. I honestly thought he might have dropped it to whoever was challenging at Dominion until I saw it was Evil.
I will say this, though, like, Moxley's such a hard-looking bloke, but then with that IWGP Championship, it just does not look, like intimidating or like prestigious at all.
Just chuck a little bit of pink on there. We have the Davis Championship again.
It's literally the butterfly or Decepticon logo.
I don't like the new title. I like the old one. I like the old IC title. Yeah, and they don't have either of them anymore, and it annoys me.
That's why, like, two prestigious, gorgeous-looking titles.
Wait, have you seen? Title. Speaking of gorgeous-looking titles, first of all, have you ever seen the GHC National Championship?
No.
It is a red belt, and I'll send you a photo of it now, because just tell me if the recording stops, because if the recording doesn't stop, I can send you photos. Did the recording stop?
Just send it to me on Messenger.
I'm going to. Yeah, I just need off the recording stop, because we're still good?
Bro. Nah, you're good.
All right, well,
we're still good, bro.
Okay, well then I could have checked where Ezekiel wrestles. Sorry, Elijah. Elijah's his name.
That's why we call this, the dusting off the ring rust.
There's the episode title, Dusting Off the Ring Rust. All right, so this is how to do a red belt. Ready? This is gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to send it.
I've sent it. It's coming through.
Yeah. Is that what you say to your wife or girlfriend?
You know it. Then things happen, and 2 years later, I have 2 kids. It's great. Yeah. Come on, this stupid thing. Why aren't you sending? There we go.
Yeah, okay. This is
Master Gold.
Yeah, that just screams like, I'm a big deal.
Yes, it does. But that's their mid-card title. That's Noah's mid-card title, and it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah. I also rate the Dragon Gate belt.
One with keys.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a children's toy. You just give them the belt and give them some keys and see if they're the next champion.
That's it.
And if they don't have the right key, we move on to the next toddler and see if they're the champion. But eventually, my son will win the belt and hold the Smack It Down Championship longer than anyone. It's great.
You know what? It says in Cody's song, all right? Podcasting is more than one royal family.
All right, so to answer your question, Elijah was in Australia like a couple months ago.
Fuck yeah.
He worked a match with people like James Ellsworth. Gross.
That is a really no thank you kind of.
I'm fine. I don't think I need to see that. Good on MCW for bringing him. Or is that not the wait? Is that the Melbourne one? No, that's not. That's a different MCW. I was thinking Melbourne City Wrestling. It's not. It's something in Hollywood. I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
That. This is why we have acronyms and three-lettered companies that are all different. So we know what we're talking about when I say MCW, and don't immediately go to Melbourne City Wrestling.
But you got to get out in your own bubble, bro.
Yeah, tell me about it. I need to go start watching this promotion that runs out of Hollywood that has approximately a 7.5 on Cage Match, which, for the hardcores that want to review it, probably ain't that bad.
Their current champion things out there, you think?
What was that, sorry?
There's worse things.
Yeah, definitely.
Be watching.
Yeah, like Ring of Honor. I'm not going to pay for that.
Watching Satnam sing in the main event of Dynamite.
Hells yeah. I mean, at least they got a pretty cool champion in Mark Briscoe.
Not even fucking Bryan Danielson could make that bloke look good.
Yeah. Didn't he have a massive collision?
Probably, I don't know. During footy season, I don't really watch Collision.
I don't think I've watched Collision since the skin Bang Bang Gang versus FTR match. And even then, I think I just watched that match, and that was last year.
We love our Collision Cowboys. Thank you for our safe return of Mr. Juicy Wiggle.
Yes, Mr. Juicy Wiggle. Can we just take a moment here to appreciate his fiance/wife/missus as well, and Miss Toni Storm? Isn't she doing wonders?
Toni Storm and Juicy engaged.
Oh, they were dating. Like, I don't know if they still are. I'm pretty sure they still are. I guess this is another Google question.
God damn.
He's batting above his league, isn't he?
No, I mean, those are just two characters, on-screen characters who could play off each other so well.
Damn straight. Personal life. He's been married to Toni Storm since 2022.
God damn.
So yeah, I was correct. That's maybe she'll be in this shit in the Bang Bang Gang when she stops pretending to be skin. Oh, come on, brain. I know the answer to this.
Go get it. You're going to figure it out in real time.
Come on.
Toni Storm, Juice. She's going to do something when she...
No, I was trying to remember who she's trying to replicate, but I've forgotten her name and now it pisses me off.
Marilyn Monroe?
That's the one.
There you go. Look, see, this is what podcasting buddies are for.
I knew the answer, though. It's like when you're playing Jeopardy or something along with the TV and you're sitting there, it's like, I know it. I know the answer. Oh, right. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, give me wrestling impersonations for 500, please.
Big Red.
Oh, that's the podcast out, just us on Jeopardy with Toni Storm.
And Juice's Alex Trebek.
I'm glad we figured that out. Yeah, I think we're slowly remembering how to do this.
Oh god, that is a Oh, can you imagine as a host on there though?
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so good.
That'd be fantastic.
So let's take a second here, dude. What wrestling are you watching at the moment? Because we haven't been obviously recorded for a while. We're still slipping back into the swing of things here. Are you just watching AW?
It was literally a New Year's resolution of mine to revive Sid, because I remember how much fun we had doing this. And obviously, we'll either figure out Joel or Alex or someone, even if it is just us. But we always have fun when we have a third. We're two straight wrestling podcasters looking for a third. We do. I mean, yeah. Basically, to answer your question though, pretty much just Dynamite, and if there's a WWE pay-per-view on, I might watch it. But honestly, even watching WrestleMania, I was like, this just feels so overproduced and for kids. Like even the good, like indie matches like Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I'm like, these are two, indie darlings. Surely they'll put on a spectacle. And I'm just like,
no, they did not.
No. And like even that Rock,
nothing spectacular, but it was fine.
Like even, the Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. I know Seth was working hurt, but even then, I watch all those matches and I just go, you know what? Like, the quality isn't like what I'm used to.
Dude, the build to Mania with the Rock and Cody and stuff is freaking amazing, though. I will give them that.
The story's great, but the wrestling,
Did you watch the King of the Ring qualifier between Volta and Sheamus?
No.
Go watch it. It slaps. It's on my match of the year list. It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put that on my list of shit to watch.
As for myself, I've fallen out of love with New Japan. I know that sounds crazy given the fact I was a New Japan guy for so long.
You used to ask us every week, have you seen this thing on New Japan? And then every week we'd tell you the same thing we told you the week before.
I'm keeping up with it. I'm only really watching like the monthly shows though. Like I'm not going on my way to watch Best of the Super Juniors, which finishes like now. Actually, I think it finished yesterday, or it's the semi-finals yesterday. I haven't watched it. I'm not watching Skin Noah religiously either. I'm watching big shows on that too because Noah's been on par with New Japan.
Yeah.
I want to check out the new promotion being run by Rossi Ogawa, which is the Stardom guy that left, because it's on Wrestle Universe, but I haven't gotten around to it because I'm fucking busy.
Yeah.
I watched
family and all that sort of stuff will do that to you.
Exactly. I watched the Federation pay-per-views like you do.
Yeah.
And I watched Dynamite and the pay-per-views from AEW.
Yeah. Looks like we're all on the same page.
Indeed. Yeah. And yes, back to the resurrection of SmackDown. This will either be going up on Spotify and iTunes and stuff like it used to, because I don't have a computer anymore, or if I can't get my weird pocket PC thingy that I'm going to use to edit this to work properly, this will just be going up on YouTube as an unedited raw video file, which is pretty much going to be the Skype recording call that we are on now.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably a good, we've eased our way back into this. We'll hopefully be better, but if you've listened to us before, we won't. So if you somehow manage to stick,
don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Oh, fucking amazing. All right, so before we get out of here, because like I said, we're just easing back into this, and it's I'm fine with this being a short episode to get back into it. Did you want to run through?
We used to do this so easily, and this feels like so much like a chore. It feels so full right now.
It's not a chore though. We're just not used to it. We're not back in the swing of things. Once we do this a couple times, or I don't know, we're gonna do this weekly, fortnightly. What do you want to do?
Whenever we feel like
let's iron out the kinks while we're on the air. We can make this a bi-monthly AEW pay-per-view recap. We can talk about this stuff fortnightly whenever we see something we want to chat about. We can do this really whenever, dude.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, like you said, whenever we feel like it. So you guys are going to figure that out in real time, just like us.
Well, look, let's run through Double or Nothing while we're here, because that's the main reason we wanted to chat.
Yeah.
So what did you want to talk about from Double or Nothing? Because this was your idea to come on here and have a chat.
Yes, it was. We really should have done this a week ago, but we're here now. Well, I remember I was messaging you like, we should try and revive City. Like, yeah, we should. It's like, do you want to go and record? Like, nah, next week.
I was busy.
Yeah, like I was like, you busy? Like, not overly. It's like, are you busy? It's like, oh, I could. Like, nah, next week.
Well, there's a difference between being busy to like sit down for like an hour to record a podcast and being busy to like chat on Messenger.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm a messenger person. You know as well as anyone. If you call me, I 9 times out of 10 I won't answer. But if you message me, I'll reply straight away.
I like talking to people. I talk to people when I go to the shops and crap. You of all people know this.
I am Patrick Bateman when I go out in public.
Exactly. At home, I want to be left alone. Anyway,
So you're Patrick Bateman at home. I'm Patrick Bateman in public.
damn right. Did you watch the pre-show? Because I did not.
Nah.
Hey, the Acclaim were on the pre-show against your boys Cage of Agony.
Yeah, in a Y match, just like.
Oi, can we
Why?
take a second here just to chat about the fall from grace that the Acclaim have had?
Well, see, if they enter a feud with the Elite, I think they'll be back on.
You reckon? Because something ain't clicking there, and I don't know what it is. I didn't have a problem with them, and then all of a sudden people started booing them.
I think it's just because they've done all they can do now. They need to do something different, or add another layer to themselves.
That's fair.
Like, think about it. The Bucks, Jack Perry had go away heat, late last year, and now they're killing it. And then Jericho has go away heat. You can see that he's slowly turning it around.
Is he though? Because everything he's done since this whole learning tree stuff has been awful, and I know that's the point, and I can't tell in my own head if it's awful to the point that I want to stop watching, or if it's awful to the point for the sake of it being awful.
Yeah, it's
like even the new song that is coming out too, and I get it. Sorry, I'll go.
Yeah, I know he needs. There's just something it's a good idea on paper, but it still needs to be executed. And he's just. I know, you never underestimate Jericho because he can always reinvent himself and he knows how to get the crowd back on his side eventually. But
Jericho needs to piss off for like 6 months. At the end of the day.
Yeah, I think he just needs to go away for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's literally there all the time.
Yeah, and the new song that he's coming out to, like the new Fozzy song.
Yeah,
Fozzy only have like 2 good songs, maybe 3 if you count the Mamma Mia cover. Oh no, SOS cover. Sorry, not Mamma Mia. And I don't even know if that's good. I think it's just fun because it's different. But like Sandpaper's not a bad song, Judas ain't a bad song, and I'm 50-50 on that cover.
To be fair, I was kind of getting sick of Hook being FTW champion all the time as well. I think that title has stunted his growth.
Well, that's the thing now. What's going on with him and Joe? What do you want to see from that? Because I'm all for like another.
I'm all for Joe and Hook teaming together.
So they can call themselves a Nation of Violence. Call back to TNA.
I mean, I'd rather them just be like, literally anything else.
In other words, I'd rather they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You said it.
Oh, can we take anything, a second? Go.
Anything that is a callback to TNA is an immediate no.
Can we take a second though, just to admire Shibata's first few hardcore matches?
Yeah, and I also love his, Google Translate promos.
In the year 2024, who would have thought that like Shibata and Okada are the highlight comedic things on fucking Dynamite?
Yeah, because it's just such dry humor too, which is perfect.
What did he say that one time? He's like, I like your jacket or I like your hair or something to Renee.
He says, your hair looks nice today. Your necklace compliments it well or something.
Yeah, something like
and
that.
He also said, He also said to Joe.
Yes, he said to Joe.
Because he says he's too large to wear a floral pattern.
Yeah. I'm waiting for like Skin Moxley or someone to get Moxley specifically to be in the background one day during a Shibata promo with Renee, just be like, "This is my wife."
He needs to do the Booker T thing. Tell me he didn't just say that.
Yeah, and then look at his hand and say 5 times. because soon he's going to be a 5-time. Hang on, maybe he's a 5-time. I think he is a 5-time because he's been WWE champion, IWGP champion, AEW. He's a 5-time world champion. Jon Moxley is Booker T.
I'm glad we figured that out.
Yes, we did. Does the FTW title count as a world title for Jericho's sake? So he's a 9-time champion to tie the Continental record, or is it not?
No, and also it's for the world.
No, but I guess that's correct. He is for the world. He needs to train people for the world, like Brian Keith.
Yeah.
And that tall son bitch.
I mean, he's literally just assembling mid-card jobbers at the moment.
The next one, Trent's gone with Don Fallis, hasn't he?
Yeah, because, I feel a Civil War coming and they're going to need a fall guy. Which means possible return of Mark Davis. Let's restart United Empire.
Wouldn't it be with Kalisto?
No, because think Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis were originally part of the United Empire.
Yeah, but that's with Ospreay.
Yeah, I'm saying Ospreay is going to leave. He's going to take the United Empire with him.
Yeah, but we're talking about Jericho, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm just saying because you mentioned how he's now with the Callis family.
See, this is why we need to practice before we press the record button.
Yeah, it isn't just. The longer we talk, the more confused we get, bro. This is why we should have just fucking hung up when we said we were going to.
No, we're talking about double and upping. It's fine.
No, get fucked.
Rude.
I mean...
So, no, back it up. So, Ospreay leads United Empire with Davis and Fletcher. And then are we getting a fall guy for the United Empire, or what are we doing?
The fall guy will be for Callis family, so...
Yeah, Davis, but they've already got a fall guy. Their name's Trent. Their name's Konosuke Takeshita, who is really fucking good and needs more than what they're giving him.
No, for starters, so Callis family is Takeshita, Hobbs, and Trent.
Well, Hobbs is injured. At the moment, it's Takeshita and Trent.
Yeah, so it would just be Takeshita and Trent. And then you've got, Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay. So that's 2v2 because we don't know when Mark Davis is back. And, we know how Stokely, is kind of half with them. So he could probably, help out and find some people.
Yeah. Could happen.
If there's a will, there's a way. Like, it just depends on the story and who and the other people in and around.
And when there's a will, there's an Ospreay.
Yeah, see? Look at that. We've made like 3 or 4 fucking titles for this episode already.
You can just put Ospreay's face on a fucking bird.
Yeah.
Oh. These really titles are so much fun. I forgot how much I missed this. I said these dumb episode titles are fun, and I forgot how much I missed this.
Yeah, it's just making 3 or 4 fucking, and we say like about 6 times, like, yep, that's the name. Like, what do we go with again? It's like, figure it out.
Figure it out. We'll do it in post.
Yeah, that's it. Honestly, I've no idea. I never listened to any of our episodes back, so I'm so sorry about whatever goes on in post.
Yeah, me too. You got the one that edits from Jay?
Sorry. You can't be sorry.
Yeah, I can.
I give you the biggest fucking hospital handball and say, here, fucking sort that out.
I'm right, mate.
Yeah.
I'll make sure the scrum.
Yeah.
Is Origin on this week?
I'll see you on the way there. Hey?
Wait, is Origin on this week or is Origin next week?
I got no idea.
Yeah, I thought you would have cared, but moving on. All right, let's have a quick chat about Malachi Black and Adam Copeland. But from now on, we're just going to call him Edge because he's always Edge to us.
Yes.
What the hell was he thinking when he just leaped off the cage? Like, I get it. He was probably going for an elbow drop because he didn't want to land on barbed wire and stuff. But in what mindset does he just think, I'm just going to land on my feet and be fine?
Yeah, you got to kind of land half on your hip or land flat on top of them. I know he was trying to land safe, but yeah. At that age, jumping that high up and landing on your foot.
I mean, more credit to the man for working another 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, with like a broken fucking leg. Like, I watched him hobble around the ring. I'm like, he's probably tweaked something. He comes out a couple of days later, he's broken his fucking fibia. It's like, right.
And just kept fucking going. Like, it must just be like the adrenaline at that point.
Yep. How good was it when fucking Gangrel showed up, though, just out of the ring?
Yeah, and also, I think the following Dynamite where Matt's like, that was my bad, guys, sorry. Right before we went out, I said, break a leg. That was my bad, guys. See, that's the type of Young Bucks I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Who do you think's going to be the next TNT champion? Like, is it going to be Jack? Or do you think someone else is going to win the 20?
I need to see who's in it because I really want Malachi to be TNT champion. I think that's far more interesting, but it makes sense for Jack to win it, doesn't it? I feel like Anthony Bowens or Max Caster's going to be in it because I feel like they're setting up a feud there. I can see the Acclaimed winning back the tag titles.
Yeah, I could see that. I
can see that happening at All In.
Maybe not All In, because I think FTR is going to have the match at All In.
Yeah,
so the Bucks get their win back. No, I was going to say, so the Bucks get their win back at Wembley, because they lost last year at Wembley to FTR.
So what, you think they're going to beat FTR at All In?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I think the Bucks have, yes. Yeah, I think they won't have a long reign. Like, I think they know not to overstay their welcome.
The story's still hot, though. Like, it's not dragging on. I look forward to seeing them every week.
I suppose so, but because I thought they would have lost Anarchy in the Arena and then maybe won at Wembley, but because they've won Anarchy in the Arena now, I feel like at the grand stage of them all, like you want your biggest baby faces triumphing, you know? I just think we've seen FTR with the titles. I'd rather see someone fresh, you know? Or something that we haven't seen.
The Acclaim with the titles in that regard. Why not chuck Private Party in there? Give us someone new.
Yeah, I know. I'd even take Private Party if they got enough of a build. Like, let's say it's like a 3-way, like, you know, Acclaimed, FTR, and Private Party on like the pre-show or something. And Private Party come out and beat them still.
I'm trying to think now, like, of actual valid tag teams to take down the Bucks, and all I'm literally thinking at the moment is still just FTR.
Yeah,
like, I can't even name another team off the top of my head that's been booked at all lately, besides like the Acclaimed, FTR, and the Bucks.
That's the problem. Like, the tag division, like, there's like 20 teams on there, but you don't really know who any of them are at the moment.
Like, is Joe and Hook going to be a team?
We need constant reminders of what the rankings are. Like, I know they're sort of bringing them back, but
they brought them back for like a week and then got rid of them again.
That's what I'm saying. We need to see them again.
And even then, like, it was just for the fucking world title, which is stupid because they did it for Swerve and then they got rid of him. Swerve and Hangman.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, post All In, they need to like refresh and say, hey, here are the rankings again, by the way, and have more. Because those first few weeks were good when you really, it felt like, you know, an actual sporting contest.
Yeah, it did. Speaking of things that were good, did you see how bad MJF's new tattoo is?
MJF's, yeah, that's.
It's not good at all. It's got it looks like crap the way it's laid out. It doesn't look like it was done very well. I mean, I've got bad tattoos, but even I wouldn't use that.
It's no Cody Rhodes neck tat, but, you know, at least it's easily hideable.
If Cody paid for me to get that tattoo, I would totally get that tattoo on my neck. And yes, I'm going to throw that onto the internet just for giggles. And if Cody ever hears this, because he does weird things on Twitter and pays for people to go to shows and pays for things, If Cody wants to pay for me to get the Cody Rhodes neck tattoo on the exact same place that Cody has said tattoo, I will get Cody's neck tattoo.
Beauty.
It is recorded evidence now because this will go up regardless of how terrible it is.
Yep.
I will get the Cody Rhodes neck tattoo if Cody pays for it. Done. Challenge accepted. What about yourself? Would you get the Cody tattoo if Cody paid for
it? No. If I can maybe choose where it's going in the size of it, perhaps.
Not going to go all in.
I can go somewhat of the way in.
Go. What would you call it? A split in poker or blackjack?
Yeah. I think that's the word.
So you would go for a split and I'll go all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the dream tattoo and I will get the Cody Rhodes logo tattoo.
I'll get I'll go double or something.
Double or something. There you go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
I think that's the perfect way to finish it, double or something.
Can we have a picture of Jake something as the logo?
As what?
The logo. Jake something's a TNA wrestler ties back into our first conversation.
I'll just find like a random. I'll find the Cody Rhodes neck tat photo reveal and I'll put your face on it. Double or something.
Hell yes. Double or something.
Yeah.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
That's more of our style.
This has been Double or Something Smack It Down podcast episode 146. Stick with us. We'll get back into the swing of things. Eventually.
We'll eventually learn to stop interrupting each other and to have some kind of structure to what we're saying.
That ain't going anywhere. That's been a problem.
I definitely feel we can do better than what we did today.
We did it again. Amazing.
Yep.
I've been Jay Silver.
I've been Corey Gold, like fucking clockwork.
I am still on Twitter at the Viva Legati. I don't know if you're on Twitter anymore, dude.
I mean, I have it, but I don't check it, so like, there's no point plugging me.
The podcast had a Twitter. I lost the information to log into it. Maybe Joel's got it. I don't remember. I think the password is on my phone somewhere, or at least it was before I upgraded phones. Maybe it's in my notepad. We'll find out together at some point. I think it's that SID_pod if I can find it.
Yeah, you're really filling me with confidence there.
We'll talk about this next week.
You really got to learn to, like, maybe we don't have to say everything that comes to our mind.
I didn't even say everything that comes to my mind, dude. My mind's going a mile a minute. There's so much crap that I want us to talk about that we never got to.
Yeah, man.
For an example here, doesn't the New Japan Strong Women's Championship looks like crap?